We have all heard of self-love, and it is quite possibly one of the most crucial in words in mental health discussions at the moment. But also, there is a curious outcome of it. Many of us are confusing self-love with narcissism. हमारी सोसाइटी में अक्सर ओपनली अपने आप से प्यार करने को टैबू माना जाता है, and maybe even mistaken for narcissism. When in all actuality, this is just an exhibit of high self-esteem. When does high self-esteem and love for oneself breach the dangerous curve into narcissism? Self-love is the unapologetic act of accepting oneself, putting yourself first, and being proud and confident in your achievements. This is a healthy mentality, unlike narcissism. On the other hand, narcissism is a personality disorder where the individuals have an inflated sense of self-importance and a total lack of empathy. They believe that they are superior to most people and can only be understood by those who are also equally special. This sense of prestige comes at a price. Those with narcissistic disorders need constant reassurance from their peers because their self-esteem is actually incredibly fragile. Here are a few ways in which you can make distinctions between the two. Need for recognition. Those who have high self-esteem and practice self-love don't need constant recognition for their accomplishments. They are aware of their efforts and success, and that knowledge is more than enough to feel adequate. Without recognition and praise, narcissists feel like they have not accomplished anything at all. It makes the win feel empty because they only receive satisfaction from the admiration of others. Everyone has flaws and idiosyncrasies that make them an individual. Those who love themselves accept their flaws and work to improve them if need be. They understand that those quirky little bits of themselves are what makes them unique. Narcissists act as if they do not possess any flaws. Everything they do it better than anyone. Everything they have is better than what you have. If someone notices that they exhibit a flaw, it must be a misconception because there is no way that any aspect of themselves could be anything less than perfect. Knowing who you are and being comfortable with it. Self-love में आप अपने आप को लेकर comfortable होते हो and you appreciate who you are and what you offer. You do not feel that you need to make vast changes for happiness. Narcissists are never happy with who they are and what they have. They often find themselves fantasizing about a better lifestyle, job, or appearance. They never truly feel satisfied with any aspect of their life. The emotions and attitudes seem black and white. Research finds that narcissists tend to either love or hate things. There is nothing in between. People with healthy self-love have developed more ability to tolerate uncertainty and subtler emotions क्योंकि life black and white नहीं होती है. Healthy self-love is related to the ability to experience one's own vulnerability, which can be threatening to narcissists. When we begin to feel our vulnerability, we naturally start to feel more self-compassion, and this leads us to feel more connected to others. If we can't tolerate our own uncomfortable feelings, we are more likely to project them onto others, which can create conflict, isolation, and self-disillusionment. So how can you love yourself and not be a narcissist? The self-love versus narcissism conversation has gone on for a really long time. On the one hand, a couple of people believe that you have to be a narcissist to love yourself only and embrace every part of you. On the other hand, others believe that there is no such thing as narcissism. While it may be difficult to say this, both parties aren't entirely correct in their knowledge of what narcissism is all about. For one, there's a clear difference between self-love versus narcissism. While loving yourself is all about appreciating the good things that make you unique, narcissism draws deeply from an inflated sense of self-importance. So how can you love yourself without being a narcissist? Don't focus on perfectionism. While it is great to strive to be good at what you do, you want to erect systems around yourself to ensure that you don't spend your entire life being stumped by the things you could have achieved but didn't. And perfectionism is the king of keeping you in the same place without giving you the needed space to achieve anything worthwhile. When you're focused on being a better person every day, your levels of self-love will improve, and you'll also learn to give people a break, as you'll see everyone is a work in progress. Celebrate with people. कहते हैं ना, खुशियाँ बांटने से बढ़ता है और गम कम होते हैं. That is indeed true. One of the easiest ways to get narcissism out of you is to learn to celebrate with the people in your world. When good things happen to them, be the first to call them up and show that you are genuinely happy for them. Then again, be the one who consciously turns the spotlight to face other people. When you know that you genuinely appreciate and celebrate them, they'll be more likely to reciprocate the gesture, which is also a great way to build thriving relationships. Self-evaluation. You may not know if you are a narcissist until you have taken out time to assess yourself. Self-evaluation is key. Whenever you get angry at people for excelling and taking over the spotlight, you may want to take a step back and evaluate what is going on inside your head. Self-love allows other people to thrive and feel respected simultaneously. It does not make the process of caring for oneself a competition, but a manner of doing better while also helping others to do better. Mind over matter का अगर ये एपिसोड आपको अच्छा लगा तो प्लीज़ इस वीडियो को लाइक और शेयर करें और हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें. हमें हमारे सोशल मीडिया हैंडल्स पर भी फॉलो करें. थैंक यू.